my blood. Can it be so? A force of my bravest warriors, cast into the horrors of the infernal warp by the hatred of the Eldari. Their names will not be forgotten.
Do not be so quick to count them among the honored dead. My servitors continue to deep scan the structure of the Space Hulk, and there appear to be energy traces that match those of Terminator power armor. By the Emperor's will, I believe your men live still, only scattered by the warp storm's turmoil.
Can it be? Yet I cannot reach them via the Voxnet.
My servitors are registering a response. They live, your Lexicanum among them. He has great fortitude and psychic might, that one. I will attempt to facilitate contact.
Aegios, do you hear me? Brother, are you there?
I am. Praise the angel I survived that insanity. What of Tahariel and the others?
Alive, I would hope. Our brothers have been translocated across the derelict, scattered from each other.
I will find them, Brother Captain. On the Red Grail, I so swear.
The Eldari ship entered a protective mode when the storm erupted. Your battle brothers will be confined inside sealed sections of the hull. Lexicanum, heed me. I am transmitting the last known positions of the energy traces. Your men should be close by, but I cannot vouch if they are alive or dead.
Proceed with alacrity, Aegios. If you are not swift, it will be the Tyranids who find our kinsman first.
I have located Tahariel. Brother Sergeant, do you hear me? Rise if you can.
Brother Lexicanum, is that you? What in all the known hell's happened to us back there?
A tempest of psychic force fell upon us, Tahariel. A warp storm. But the angel's wings surrounded us and shielded our souls.
But the others, my squad, my brothers, where are they? Tell me they still live. Tell me!
Temper your fury, my friend. Your men are still alive. But we must regroup, and do so quickly.
By the blood of the angel, I will not lose another brother on my watch. It shall not be.
Blood Crusader, do you hear me? We have reunited the lost, and we are proceeding to our next target.
My hearts are stirred by your voice, Aegios. Once...
Lord Inquisitor, the great wreck comes closer to our forge world with each passing moment, and nothing seems to slow its advance. What is happening? Must I call for my adepts to abandon their manufactories and flee? To shut down our production lines and evacuate will be the greatest tragedy, a disastrous defeat for the Mechanicus.
You would do well to emulate some calm, Fabricator General. Your tech priests will not run. For the safety of the Imperium, I hereby forbid any vessel to lift off from Gorgonum.
How can you issue such an edict? I oppose this order in the strongest possible terms. You have neither the right to make such a demand, nor the means to enforce it.
If any of your cogs wish to violate a direct command from the Ordo Xenos, that is their choice, but I doubt that any of your kind will dare to do so.
This is Brother Captain Ubaldo. Do not fear, Lord Adept. My warriors are close to the completion of their mission. Hold your nerve, and I swear to you, the Blood Angels will prevail.
Captain Ubaldo, your attention. I have one last duty for your warriors to perform.
Pardon me, my lord, but I thought we were finished with your hunting games.
Not quite. I have been probing the waves of psychic power which unite the Gene-Stealer hordes. My servitors located traces of what seems to be a synapse creature, a monstrous form we know as a brood lord. It is the life sign that I mentioned before.
Aye, Brother Captain, I sense it too. A twisted mind, bloated with great psionic power, leading the other feral creatures with a common will.
The Ordo Xenos have captured many Tyranid synapse creatures over the centuries, but never a Gene-Stealer broodlord. They are elusive, deadly, and cunning. They are always the first to arrive on a planet when the infestation begins.
As a prime threat to Gorgonum, it should be exterminated on sight.
No. I want it dissected in my vaults. Its extraction and study will greatly reduce the threat against your Forge World, Fabricator General. Be certain of that.
Destroying the Space Hulk serves the same goal, my lord.
True, but it would deprive us of a critical asset in the war against the Gene Stealer threat. In service of a greater purpose for this world and thousands more threatened by the Tyranids, this must be done.
Brother Captain, if so ordered, we will accomplish this task among all others.
I trust your judgment, Tahario.
Confirm the presence of the Brood Lord. Psionic signature trace is in the red.
What foul Xenos is this? Brother, show it the wrath of the sons of Sanguinius! Weapons ready! Remember, we need to secure the remains!
Sergeant, deploy your squad at this waypoint. The psychic signals are peaking in that area.
What can you tell us about this synapse creature?
It would take far too long to give you a full history. All you need to know is the Brood Lord is a larger, more intelligent gene stealer. It acts as a nodal relay for the lesser members of the Brood, a hub enhancing their collective intelligence.
How does it fight?
They are not feral, mindless monsters like their kin, Brother Sergeant. The Brood Lord has a strong sense of survival. It will not rush into conflict, but do not be fooled. It is even more deadly than its fellow broodlings. If cornered, it will put up a vicious fight.
I understand. We won't fail. The Angel shows the way. Weapons ready!
Lost contact. It's gone.
To the depths of the Hulk.
Time, blood, and bolt shells all spent for nothing. I will not allow my men to take the blame for this failure.
On the contrary, Captain, this is a success. All the precious combat footage and sensor data will bring much needed knowledge about the Brood Lord. I admit I was not confident of a capture, but it was worth the attempt.
You used my warriors as bait? We will discuss this matter face to face, my lord, when this is all over. Know that.
I welcome it, Captain Ubaldo. In the meantime, you would do well to recall that I am the only one who truly understands what your warriors are facing.
Brother Captain, we're about to enter the hull of an Eldari Void Stalker. My auspex indicates high levels of radiation.
Those warships are equipped with very powerful energy cores. If this one is still active, it may just be what we need to break apart that Hulk.
I sense a powerful psychic force ahead of us. I fear a Xenos synapse creature still roams the Stygian corridors of this derelict. Only I could oppose such a fiend. Only psychic might can overcome it. Then we go. Brothers, follow my lead.
To reach the inner core, it would be faster to take one of those accursed Eldari portals.
May the Angel protect us from this abomination.
Attention! We are synchronizing all melt-and-charge detonators across the Space Hulk. When you're ready, we will trigger the explosions.
You will have little time to reach the extraction point, kinsman.
So be it. Our deaths are a fair trade for a final victory.
Indeed. But sacrifice is not needed. An escape route exists. Now go! For the Angel! For the Emperor! Last charge is in place. Fabricator General, you may begin.
Confirmed! Initiating countdown to detonation!
Now, brothers, get out of there. Fall back to the boarding torpedo and disengage. Hurry! Before I am forced to pull the Blood Crusader away from the blast zone.
My servitors have detected an abnormal signature. A synapse creature has awakened. Beware, Astartes, for you have never faced the likes of this beast before.
Others, be on your guard! Kinsman, an inferno is wreaking havoc aboard the Hulk. The fires are encroaching on your position. Time is short. Mission accomplished, Kinsman. Return to the battle barge.
We have our victory. Costly and arduous, but victory nonetheless. The Forge World's safety is assured. Its manufactories will continue to feed the Imperium's righteous war machine. The Space Hulk is no more. Torn apart by fire, the Forsaken Doom broke into 1,000,000 pieces. Debris was consumed in the upper atmosphere of Gorgonum, purifying the Xenos threat with cleansing fire. However, with the prodigious burst of energy came a new, brief warp storm which swallowed the largest pieces of the wreckage. Each has been cast out to become the malignant seed of another Space Hulk. And inside, lying dormant, the lingering taint of the Gene Stealers awaits, poised to infest everything that crosses their path. Slowly, they will grow, capturing derelicts and asteroids in the depths of the void. In time, it will only make things worse. But time is a much-needed commodity. Some say it may be the end of it, but not today. Not as long as the Holy Inquisition holds its vigil. Not as long as the forges of the Adeptus Mechanicus continue to burn. Not as long as a single blood angel lives. For the Order Xenos, capturing specimens of the biodivergent Gene Stealers is an invaluable boon. The greatest minds of the Inquisition and the Magos Biologis will study the arch-enemy in detail, hoping to unveil new flaws in this terrible species. As thousands of worlds are under threat of Tyranid infestation, any advantage we can gain will tip the balance between life and death for billions.